Hello, family. Welcome to the Poetry and Inspiration. Make sure you subscribe to get alerts. Enjoy. Now introducing Real Talk Tuesdays, episode 1. So Real Talk Tuesdays is going to be me bringing out different issues, different scenarios, and giving my take on it, my perspective. And, being a life coach, I'm going to present, what's worked for me when coaching my clients, and the advice that I would personally give my clients on these different topics and real life issues that I will be presenting each and every Tuesday, once a week. So make sure you stay tuned and welcome. I hope you enjoy. So, Real Talk Tuesday, episode 1. The first topic I want to bring out is accepting people for who they are. Why is it so hard for us to accept people for who they are? I noticed, from coaching clients from all different walks of life, that's always a really big issue, is for people to accept people for who they are, for people to accept what someone has shown them, whether it's in a relationship, a marriage, a friendship, a business relationship. It's just so hard. We want to set these expectations for people that they cannot deliver. And we hold them so close to what our expectations are that it drives us insane. And we allow ourselves to go insane because we want to continue to live in a fantasy land, in a dream world, in a Disney movie of hoping these people will live up to what we want them to be. And I'm here to tell you, it's never going to happen, okay? Accept what you are being shown. If someone is showing you they do not care about you, they do not give a bleep about you, believe it. And you know what? It's okay if you want to put them on a point system. Sometimes people do make mistakes. Yes, I agree. So I wouldn't say, if someone messes up the first time with you, you just cut them off. No, don't do that. Allow a second chance, allow that person to redeem themselves. Allow that person to show you, if it was a mistake or it wasn't. So I just believe in a point system. I do believe in a second chance, because we all want a second chance, and we've all begged for a second chance at some point in our life and at some area in our life. So, I do suggest that you do allow a second chance. And it's a saying that goes, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, right? I believe that's how it goes. I'm horrible with things. So I do believe, in giving a person a second chance. But during that process, you want to judge according to their actions. For example, if someone promised you they're going to do something for you and be there for you, and the first time, they don't deliver that promise, and they say, hey, I'm sorry. They're empathetic, they're sympathetic, they acknowledge, they're accountable. Why not, give them another chance? Now, if you give them another chance and it's the same thing, it's the repeated actions again, side-eye time, questionable time. This is the time you really need to go to the Father, the Most High God in prayer, and pray on it, and really prove, a friend in that person to see, if, it's genuine, and I think, once it gets to that point, you may want to take a step back, from that relationship and analyze, what's going on. and if it happens again, that's 3 strikes. And in baseball, 3 strikes, you are out. Okay, you are out in baseball. So, hey, that's my point system. My point system is 3 strikes, you're out. 3 strikes, I still love you. I forgive you, but we will deal with each other at a distance, because I personally do not hate anyone. I don't advise you guys to hate anyone. I don't advise you guys to have any resentment in your heart for anyone, any hate, any grudges. We are against that. We do not believe in that. But I can tell you this. Believe what that person has shown you. It doesn't take 5, 6, 7 times for you to believe what they've shown you. It shouldn't take no more than 3 times. No more than 3 times, especially within a year period. Within a year, someone is messing up that many times. Hit the roll jack, because we have some situations where you could have known someone for decades, and they've been showing you who they are within that time frame, but it's just been spread out. It hasn't been back to back to back. It's been through different scenarios, different circumstances, but they've been showing you. So it's important to take notes on that, mental notes and also physical notes. I believe in journaling. Because sometimes, we may personally think our mind's playing tricks on us. Sometimes we may think we're tripping. Sometimes we may feel like we're being dramatic, overanalyzing. And sometimes you can really just think it's you. And if you don't journal and write things down, you may forget, and you may blame yourself when you didn't do anything wrong. And in some cases, you may have done something wrong, but it's important to journal. And also you're able to see your growth and to see if you're finding value and fulfillment in dealing with this situation, this person, this relationship. So it's important to journal, because you can always go back and refer and have, whatever you input in your journal as a reference. You're able to be accountable. You're able to see how much you've changed, how much you've grown, and, the value of what the situation is bringing to you, if there's value there, So I believe in journaling, and I just believe in, a point system, 3 strikes, you're out. And I believe in accepting what you see, okay? Because once you begin to accept what you see, then this is who this person is. And at that point, they can't help themselves. It's a lot of times people truly cannot help themselves. This is, how they were raised. This stimulates from childhood trauma. This is beyond you. A lot of times it's beyond you. They don't know how to be a good friend. They don't know how to be a good partner, a good spouse, conduct a great friendship, because they have never seen it. They have never seen it. And where you are right now in your life, you don't have time to raise anybody. You don't have time to focus on trying to heal. That is not your job. The only thing you can do is suggest, hey, maybe you should consider therapy. You should consider counseling, maybe a life coach. You can help guide them onto how they can seek help, but you cannot save people, that does not want to try to save themselves. They have to try to save themselves first. They have to acknowledge where they need help, and they have to seek it. And it's not your job to play savior. It's not your job to play hero, superhero. The only thing you can do is try to guide them and provide them with the resources to seek help, and they can either choose to seek help or not. But in the meantime, you have to protect your sanity, protect your mental health, and protect your peace. And a lot of times when we're trying to be savior and save people and, take on their baggage, their trauma, what does it do to us? What does it do to us and for us? It drains us. It overwhelms us. Their spirits, their energy is jumping now on you. You're becoming one with what they're dealing with, and you're not understanding why you're so down, Why all of a sudden you're dealing with anxiety? Why all of a sudden you're having depression, maniac thoughts? Because you've taken on more than you can handle spiritually, not even just mentally, spiritually. So it's important that, we take a step back and we evaluate relationships, people, circumstances, and we understand that this is who this person is. I'm going to accept them for who they are. They're at 3 strikes. I cannot take it anymore. This is affecting me spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and it's time to deal with it from a distance and be okay with that. Be okay with that. Because we all get to the point in our life when it's time for us to advance and it's time for us to level up. And that season, that purpose the time has expired. The time has run out. Okay? You've been there, you've been on that journey, you've been on that path, and now your path is redirecting. And you want to redirect with your path and not continue to go in circles and not continue to be in the same cycle. You're going around. You keep walking in circles in the jungle, in the woods. You're just walking in circles, and you're in the maze, and you're stuck in the maze because you're not allowing yourself to come out of the maze, because you want to continue to deal with people that's no longer serving you. You want to continue to be in denial with what people are showing you. You want to continue to be delusional about what's in front of you, and that's holding you back. It is time for you to serve you. It is time for you to gain yourself back. It is time for you to acknowledge and be aware of what's in front of you and not be in denial any longer. It is time for you to fully put trust in the Most High God and allow Him to do His work and allow Him to be your Savior and others' Savior, because that's not your job. I am here to tell you that is not your job. It is not your job to be anyone's Savior. No one. Okay? So that's important. So Real Talk Tuesdays, episode 1. This is what the flow is going to be like. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you tune in. Every Tuesday, I will be dropping Real Talk Tuesday at midnight Eastern. So make sure you stay tuned and keep in mind and always remember to accept people for who they are. Accept them for what they're showing you. Set boundaries on what you are willing to deal with. Point system, 3 strikes, you are out. Once you get to those 3 strikes, it's time to move on. Pray for them, provide them with resources, love them, no grudge, no hate, no resentment. Deal with them from a distance. Pray for them, level up, get out of that maze, focus on elevating, focus on advancements, focus on being great. Remember, your Savior is only the Most High God, okay? Everyone's Savior who's God-fearing, who believes in the Most High God, He's our Savior, okay? For all the God-fearing people out there that are believers in the Most High God, we have to learn to trust in Him, trust in what He's showing us, and trust in what we're seeing, and understand that He doesn't make any mistakes over our lives, and understand that every single thing that we go through, He allows us a choice to go through it. Okay? He allows us to go through every single thing we go through because He shows us signs. He shows us, in real time. It's just up to us to accept, believe, and receive. Okay, guys? Not trying to sound cliche, but I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it 100 with you guys. And this is author D. Evans, life coach D. Evans, D. Poet. I am out. Stay tuned, guys. Thanks for listening.